What's up, fellas? Platinum Terror here, and this is a status report video that I want to do. And just to warn you beforehand, it's gonna be a bit of a rant, really. So we're gonna explain the three major points right now: why I was absent all this time for 2 months, what's currently happening to me, and I appear to be not having any real, connection, not giving any life signs really. Shut the fuck up. All right, better. And why and what is I am planning to do. Depending on what is gonna happen in my life, all right. And I want you to pay close attention because one major problem being that English is not my native language, so I will try and get you guys to understand what's going on. All right. So let's begin. So with what happened this past 2 months since the last video I recorded. So here's the thing: a lot of shit of happening. Basically, I'm about to open a restaurant shop in, and there was a lot of paperwork that needed to be done, and a lot of manual labor. Let's put it simply. So that took most of my time. Now that didn't have anything to do with my absence. All right. What really destroyed me is I was after I disembarked. Really, I was suffering from a bit of a depression. Really, some things weren't going so good in my life, and I was trying to find comfort. Maybe I'm not sure how to put it. Basically, comfort. All right. So I had where I live actually from my real life friends that we can talk like face to face. I have only one, so I was trying to find, let's say, refuge in that guy, right? But it appeared that was not a good move because it was doing worse than becoming good. Because a lot of things I don't want to talk about that. All right, let's just say that it didn't help at all, and it fucked me up really. It's the best way to say it, and trust me when I say that it's very light on what happened. So I was suddenly my psychology started falling downwards, and without and other things really in life that didn't help at all. So I did a fall in my psychology, and I was like, didn't the only thing I want to do is spend some time with friends and alone, really. Well, literally before I embarked, YouTube for me was uh, something that I really wanted to do. Not for viewers. I don't care. I will make videos for one viewer. It's just something that I like doing, just to escape some bullshit that is going on with with how things are working for me right now. So that's the end of that. All right. So let's go to the second issue. I don't remember what I said. The second one, because I don't have any script in front of me. I cannot work with these things. I tried once in a status report video and it didn't help work. I just, was trying to keep up with my thoughts. So aside from that, it appears that my new PC had an internal problem with one of its memory slots. Apparently now 1.5 month now, maybe, not sure. I lost my one of my memories. I mean, my PC. If you see in my Facebook also the page, I posted that I'm with a 8 GB RAM less. All right. So here's the thing: it's not that expensive to buy one. I mean, it costs me like 70 euros. It's nothing really. But here's the thing: uh, due to the restaurant I tell you I'm opening up, uh, the real how you call, actually my mother actually puts a lot of the money in, right? Because that was a plate from her. No, no need to discuss this further. But you know, in order to help her with the expenses that opening a restaurant from, you know, nothing, making a place a restaurant requires a lot of money, right? So even those 70 euros for me, I was like, well, yeah, maybe I should, you know, cut it off and try and cover some other expenses that are doable for me. So my mother can invest more money on the actual shop, all right? S- And I actually, you know, invest some money as well in there, as much as I could, really. But generally, this is the end thing. I wanted to do a lot of things, but having 8 gigs lesser memory and actually streaming, and because I tried streaming at a point and making videos overall, I mean, you can see the vast difference in Total War Warhammer 2 videos with compared to Medieval 2 videos. Right? You see that when I play the game, my frame rates are smooth uh, in Total Warhammer 2, but when I see the recording, it's fucked up, man. It's a really fucked up business. It's like I'm lagging all the time. I do not know what is happening. I'm trying, searching for solutions. Nothing really helps with that. So I guess I can do nothing much with that. So I found out that it was a bit of a memory issue. You know, having the new PC I brought, having, you know, 16 gigabytes of memory, but actually 8 of them were working on the other one was not working. It brought it to the limits. I mean, when I was streaming and recording on high-end games, like you see the Tarkov video I edited while I was trying to get a grip on editing videos, or Total War Warhammer 2 videos that are a bit laggy. That is where my memory used to, you know, hit 100% all the time. It was steady at 100%. On Medieval 2, it was way less. But anyway, that's the main reason I'm not recording and doing anything, alright? And so I took a decision because mostly, as I said, guys, YouTube is really important for me. And I want to start getting some things in order so I can stream more properly, because these two things are a bit of a personal reason that I've been doing them. I don't really, you know, aim to be the top YouTuber. I just, you know, it's something that, you know, to get out of the real life bullshit I'm facing all the time. You know, it's like when I say, all right, I'm gonna record a video, I'm gonna put everything I have in there. All my thoughts is on creating the video, and my thought progress on, and sometimes, you know, speak about things that concern me, because I feel really comfortable speaking when I'm creating video, rather than, you know, people who cannot understand or do not know, or do not want to know how I feel. It's really easier, you know, to speak about things while I'm creating videos. You will see that I'm doing that sometimes between turns and all that when I'm playing Total War games. Something, you know, that I finished my what I want to do in the turn, and, you know, keep talking. So yeah, it's a very very big thing for me, man. You just can't understand it, and that's why I told you before. I will stream. I will stream. Even stream, man. I don't really give a fuck. I will make videos for one guy. If I have one guy who wishes to watch them, you know, it's enough for me. It's more than enough. So seeing like 100, I want to go more, sure, since, you know, with everything we do in life, we try to progress in what we're doing. You know, having more views in my videos and all that. And this is lately, this past time, man, I'm not doing anything about that, because here's the third thing I want to tell why I can stream. I'm focusing all my power and energy in helping others achieve their goals in real life, all right? And doing so, it holds me back both mentally, basically mostly mentally. It's like If you take like physically to mental, it's 90%, 90 with 95% mental and 10 with 5% physical things that you know c- can't let me make videos, man. I mean, if I go to make a video, all right, let's just say it like this, that isn't really how you call it. I'm not in the mood. All right, let's say there's something bothering me, something's not going right with me at that time. If I go to make a video, because I try and do that, I did that most of the times. Some videos, it's I hear myself, I can understand how shitty I am feeling just by hearing myself. All right, so I don't know what impression you guys got from that. Ugh. A lot of different stuff, man. So I decided it's better not to record anything while I'm not feeling up for it, or something, is eating my soul, is really bothering me, rather than go and creating that mental condition. So yeah, the reason why I did this video is because I was thinking the exact the exact things I told you about, guys, and there are a lot more. I just want to keep this as short as possible, and I feel like I am obliged to inform you what's going on. I'm obliged to tell you that, you know what, don't do this because there's something wrong. All right, you guys who like to watch my videos, you have proven that, and I'm really grateful. You don't imagine how grateful I am for that, man. Uh, and I think even that I do now, it's not enough. All right, I'm a man that really puts action in use rather than words. I can say too many things, but if I don't do any single one of them, what's the point of even telling you these things? So keeping this short as possible, uh, I decided, just before I make this video, I was thinking all these things I told you about, and the others I didn't talk. And a single word came through, not gold, some walls actually came through my mind. So these walls were fuck that shit. you know I have wants, I want to do things, I can't really bother doing other guys wanting what other guys want from me. I just can't live with that, man. It takes me away from making videos, it takes me away from streaming, because when I had the extra memory, I was streaming. Now I'm not even considering. Uh, a lot of things, man. A lot of things. You just can't imagine, man. You won't be able to imagine how rough I was on myself, because I allowed myself to work for others, to put physical and mental strength for others and not for my own. It's like I'm bothering myself for other people's leisure, like being a slave, really. Not actually slave, but you know, you don't. I didn't do what I want to do this entire time, man. Like for 5 months now, I'm trying to cover other people's wants and not wants, and I didn't look for at myself at all. I was like, I'm bothering myself to please others. So I was thinking that beforehand, and you know, I say fuck this shit. Why? There's no reason for me to do it. So, with that being said, although my time will be very limited due to the restaurant being open and some other stuff that is currently going on in my life, but I guess having to spend like 2 hours a day for me, or maybe in 2 days, every other day recording, but I have to do that, man. And I'm really thinking that I fucked it. Now, forgive me if I say that word much, but this is the only way as I can express it. There's no other lighter way. and I put it as lightly as I can. Anyway, so with that being said, guys, again, I don't want to apologize, mostly because I apologize a lot of times in this past months, trying, you know, to cover all things up, and in the end, everything turned out to be bad, to not, going as I had it in mind. So with that being said, I'm thinking that we should cover more until I recover the RAM, more Medieval 2 videos, which is fine with 8 gigs. There's nothing wrong with this. And I shall be when I manage to replenish what I've lost, the meaning that I take the 8 gigs more, we shall start considering streaming. We should start considering recording, for example, Total War 3 Kingdoms, which is quite nice, really. I mean, I was expecting way less, but it turned out to be nice. And I don't know what the future holds for this game with patches and different things. So, with that being said, guys, I will see you soon whenever I can. I think, but let's expect like 3 to 4 videos a week. All right, because I really have to do it. I have to do it for myself. I have to do it for you guys. I have to do it because I like to do it mostly, you know. So with that being said, Light and Trailer out, and I will see you all guys soon. Have a good one and a good day.